Wilson here in Rugby Tech, and today we're going to talk about the iPad Air. So the iPad Air is a very great iPad. As you know, Apple launched it 2 years ago, and it has a 5 megapixel camera, 9.7-inch Retina display, and a very thin 7.5 millimeter thin design. Now in this video, we're going to do some specs about it. We're going to talk about it, what there is in it, and why you should buy it. So we're going to unbox the iPad Air. You can see in the box we have on the front iPad Air, iPad Air logo, Apple, iPad Air logo, Apple, iPad Air. This is the 16GB iPad Air Wi-Fi. Now, iPad Air came out 2 years ago. Right now there is a new version, iPad Air 2, which I will do an unboxing about it in the next few days. We're going to unbox it. There we go, iPad Air. Now, I have unboxed the iPad Air 2 years ago, of course. I'm using it 2 years. Right now I have on this iPad the version of iOS 9, which I will do review about beta 3 in the next few days. Now the design of the iPad Air is one of the beautiful designs I've ever seen on a tablet. You see those thin bezels, this very thin design. This is just 7.5 millimeters thin. iPad Air logo. We have a 5 megapixel iSafe camera, 2 microphones, iPad logo, the lightning connector, microphone, and you have the volume buttons, the power button, the headphone jack, another microphone, the home button, and another FaceTime HD camera. So this is the iPad Air. It's not so different from the previous iPads. It has an A7 chip with 64-bit. We have a 5 megapixel camera, of course, with a 9.7-inch Retina display. And you have all the specs that you love about iPad, about every iPad that you use, in this very thin design. Now, of course, iPad Air 2 is better than this one. I will do specs about them too, and I will do a review about them both to see what is the difference between those two. Now we're going to part on. There we go, Apple logo. Go, hello. Now this is running iOS 9 beta 3. I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to tell you a little bit also about iOS 9. Update complete. For the passcode, I don't need right now a passcode, and we'll skip this up. I'm going to set up my Apple ID. So this is the box, the inside of the box in the iPad Air, and I'm going to show you everything there is and what you're going to get with it. So we have this guide here. You can see your iPad Air, everything you need to know. You have the iPad info, all of that. And you get in here also Apple stickers, but I use them already for my PC. So in this cable you also get a lightning connector and a plug to plug it to. And you can see here the lightning connector supporting all devices from iPhone 5 and later. So here we are. Welcome to iPad. Get started. Now this is iOS 9 beta 3. Now you can see here in iOS 9 we have some fun new apps. We have a new news app that Apple announced in WWDC. Welcome to news. Actually it's the first time I see it. Now I just installed iOS 9 beta 3. Slowly, as you can see, get started. So you can see we have some new news here. It's look very interesting. You will check it up when you will install iOS 9. We have a lot of things here. We have Apple Music, the new service that Apple announced in the WWDC. It's actually not working here. I don't know why. Just have the regular music app, but it's like Apple says it's a 24/7 music service with a radio station, Beats One, something dramatic. Now I will do a video review about iOS 9 on iPad and iPhone because those two are very different with iOS 9. So now I'm just gonna tell you about the iPad Air. So iPad Air has an A7 chip, 64-bit dual core process with 1.3 gigahertz. It's actually very so now we're going to run Geekbench 3. So as you can see, it's iPad Air, iOS 9, Apple A7 1.4 gigahertz, and it has 1 gigabyte of RAM, and we're going to run process benchmark. So you can see in the single core score it's going to 1444, when in the multi-core score it's going to 2582. So the iPad Air has a 5 megapixel camera shooting 1080p video, and now I'm going to show you some photos and videos take with it. Guys, this is Rocky Fieldston here testing the rear video of the iPad Air 1080p video, and as you can see, it's doing some great job. Actually, I did my first video with this iPad 1080p video, believe it or not. Hey there guys, this is Rocky Fieldston here again, and I'm testing the front-facing video, the FaceTime HD video of the iPad Air 720p, and you can see it's doing some great job. So guys, thank you. This was the iPad Air. I'm going to show you about the iPad Air 2 also in the next videos, and I'll see you in the next video.